In your patience, possess ye your souls. Shalom. I want to start by giving all praise to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Wa'arokah Kodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to Akim across the earth for doing his work in sincerity and in truth. Shalom. So, this video basically want to go into, basically it's also got to do with the times that we are in, the things that we are going through, because, the closer we get to the end, the stronger these demons getting, they're jumping on people in your surrounding, might be family members, might be people on your job, people in your neighborhood, whatever, people in your house, maybe your wife or your ex, whatever. So demons, they jump on people and basically try to get you, basically fuck with your patience, that's what it is. So, of course, and I said that the book of Sirach, it already explains us that if you come to serve Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai, that you will go to stuff, you will get tested, because how do you say that we need to become the man that we're supposed to be. So in order for that, the Most High basically, he breaks you up and builds you up, that you're gonna become a man, because don't forget, horrible times are waiting ahead for us, so how the fuck are you gonna deal with difficult situations if you've been pampered all the time? That's why, especially with if you got a son, it's not good to pamper it too much. Also, also need to learn him how to be a man. And that's what we need to be a man. Because you got to be a man first in order for you to be the man of the Lord. You can't be a sissy, in this thing. So yeah, and how do you say that? I went to the word patience. I'm gonna let me do that. So this is the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 19. In your patience possess ye your soul. And it's a beautiful scripture. And let me see if I go to the Blue Letter Bible. So interlinear. So I go to the word patience. And the Greek word is hopomone.
Strong's G 5281. Hupamane. Hupamane.
Hopomone. Yeah, whatever. So it means steadfastness, constancy, endurance. And by the word endurance, I have to think. It makes me think about the book of Matthew, chapter 24. Let me go there real quick. Let me see. It's the book of Matthew. So this is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 13. But he that shall endure until the end, the same shall be saved. So we have to endure. Things are hard, but it's going to be far more harder. This could be a very horrible winter, all these things, what is going on concerning the gas, the energy prices, electricity, the gas going up, everything going up, groceries, it's not basically, the money is losing its value, all the countries so-called standing against each other and stuff. So it's going to be, so these are signs, in Yahweh Ratasa, we are those men, we are those watchmen, like the book of Ezra said, 91, mesh it all the time diligently, and that's what we do to the news, seeing the events going on, how they be pushing the MOTB, the mark of the beast, preparing everything. Here in Holland, you got at least 3 stores, without cashiers in it, 2 stores from the Albert Heijn where you need to check scan your debit card or your bank card before you enter the store, and then when you grab the stuff out of the shelves, then they take it from your bank account. But then Aldi came, and if you look at the logo of the supermarket of Aldi, they got like a triangle, so it's very Masonic, that store. And that store, it works with an app, so that's even a next level. So yeah, But so they work with the app. You need to download that app, and if you got that app, then you can do your groceries there. And they have people to so-called bake the bread and fill the shells. But yeah, that's what they do. So the book of Second Esdras 91 said, "Measured out the time diligently," and by measuring the time, seeing the things that going on, it shows us that the coming of Yahushua is very close. And but the thing is that not even Yahushua knows when it's time for him to come. Only the Father Yahweh knows when it's time for Yahushua to come back. So you cannot be like, I'm kind of slacking right now. Let me just, when the time is there, then, I'm going to be prepared when Yahushua is coming there. No, it's going to be a surprise. And don't be as the majority of these people, there are still some festivals going on. People are still with their head in La La Land, seeing, I saw a clip earlier today about some location when they want to give the jump shot. They built a new location, so people are ready for that, and a lot of stupid people, they're gonna get that jump shot, they're ready for that. So they interviewed this female, and she was there, real proud, with the face mask on, the chin diaper on, and she was like, yeah, I came early, this and that, before the crowd, and we want to go on holiday in October, so I want to be well protected. And it's funny because today I was talking to this dude at my job. So his whole family is jabbed up, his mother, his brother, and his father, and they all had the C19. Even he had it, and his mother still, they have the C19 on the lungs, and I know family members, people in my family, even in my surrounding and stuff, who went and get the jabs, even booster up, and when they had the Ronas, they how you say that, when they had the Ronas, they still suffer from certain things, they still suffer from certain things, they have the Ronas on the C19s on the lungs and stuff like that, so let me see. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 36. But of the day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Yeah, because in the times of Noah, Noah was preaching for 120 years. People never expected something would happen. They didn't believe him. He was talking about water is going to fall from the sky and won't stop. It's going to flood the whole earth. 120 years. They saw him building a big ship on dry land. They call him a drunkard or whatever. They were roastering him, They were roastering Noah because you know how Jake is. Jake liked to talk shit. Joking him, calling him all kinds of names and stuff, until it started to rain. And Noah entered with his wife, the animals, his household, his sons. He entered and their wives, enter into the ark. The Mosai shut up the door. Then it started to rain. Then the people saw water falling from the sky because they didn't knew that back then. They only knew the dew, So they saw the rain falling down, and then they realized that it didn't stop. Water, the earth start to flood and stuff. Then they start panicking. Then they want to believe, and that's the majority for people. When shit hits the fan, then they be like, "Oh, Jeebus, please, this and that. They're gonna be a good person, blah blah blah. Gonna stop this and that." And when they get out, maybe 2 weeks, for 2 weeks, they start going to church and shit, blah blah blah. Try to clean up the act, so called, and then they forget about it and go back to the bullshit. That's Jake. And that's why the majority of our people need to die anyway, because they're good for nothing, man. They don't try to better themselves. That's what we need to do, the whole for elect. Those who fear Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, we try to better ourselves. So the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 38. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating, drinking, marrying, and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark. Yeah, it's the same thing. Going to festivals, being in La La Land, having a party, having a ball, And don't get me wrong, it's nothing with, sometimes you need to let some steam go, it's not good to be uptight all the time, but you got to be aware the times that you're in. People are in la la land, man. There's nothing la la about here, man. And knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Yeah, it's going to be the same thing. Only this time it's going to be with fire. So let me go back to the word patience. So steadfastness, constancy, endurance. In the New Testament, the characteristic of a man who is not swerved from his deliberated purpose and his loyalty to faith and pity by even the greatest trials and sufferings. Yeah, that's what we need to do. Being steadfast in his truth, no matter what. He that endured until the end, the same shall be saved, and that's a beautiful thing to look forward to. We close to the end, man. This is what Apostle Paul said. This is a marathon. This race is not for the swift, but for the strong. Endure until the end, the finish line. This is the final lap, basically. You feel your side is hurting. You're catching a little bit out of breath. Your whole body start to ache. But yeah, you know that you're very close. So this is not the time to give up, man. Pray to Yahweh Shem Yahshua to give you the strength to endure. And when you pray for strength, you will go to stuff to get stronger. Like they say in the world, whatever doesn't kill you, make you stronger. And that's true. That's true. And it's funny, now I think about it, because I even said it to my son today. He fell down. He went a little bit like ow ow, and then he said like then he basically he didn't really, he said, yeah, like one time he said like ow, that he hurt, and then he said like, now I'm gonna be stronger, dad, right? Because that's what I told him. If you hurt yourself a little bit, it doesn't matter. You will get stronger from that. So he said, yeah. So he said, Daddy, now I'm gonna be stronger, right? I said, yeah. I said, yeah. Now you're gonna be stronger. Patiently and steadfastly. You see how it is coming back to be steadfast. A patient, steadfast, waiting for a patient, enduring, sustaining perseverance. Yeah, that's it. Endure until the end. That's what we need to do, man. That's what we need to do. So let me see. Because, like I said, the end is close and it's gonna be beautiful, man. It's gonna be beautiful. People. Yeah, you say that people might go against you, but you know we will get our revenge, man. With the help of Yahweh Basham Yasha, we will get our revenge. And even now, the Most High can punish people who going against you. He been doing that, and he will do that. So this is the book, but it's important for us, don't get carnal, especially this day, man. You want to fuck everything up, to get carnal, get angry. Fuck them, man. Those are demons messing with you, man. Leave it to Yahweh Basham Yasha. He will take care of those demons. This is the book of Romans chapter 12 verse 19. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath, for it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, said Yahweh Basham Yahushai. Yeah, that's it. Yahweh Basham Yahushai will repay. And yeah, like I said, it's a constant battle. Because sometimes, don't forget, these demons know, the Most High knows what he does. He controls everything, good and bad. And these demons know exactly how they need to push your buttons. They know exactly how to push your buttons. And there are certain demons that will get you angry in seconds. Sometimes, with some people you got patience, and some people, they just mess you up in a second. Let me see. Let's go real quick to the book of Isaiah. So this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 45, verse 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, Yahweh, do all these things. So this already shows you that the Most High is in control of everything. The evil angels, if you read the book of Job, it shows you that Satan Even Satan can do nothing without permission from the Most High Yahweh. So it already shows you. Let me grab it real quick, just to show you that. Let me see, because now I already mentioned it. So just gonna read a little bit. Let me see. Yes. Let me start it. Yeah, I'm gonna read it from. Yeah, you can read chapter one. Chapter two also shows you it again. So, but I'm gonna read it from this is book of Job, chapter one and verse 6. Now there was a day when the sons of Yahweh came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came also among them. Okay, let me read it again because it might went over your head. So this is the book of Job, chapter 1, verse 6. Now there was a day when the sons of Yahweh came to present themselves before before the Lord, and Satan came also among them. And Yahweh said unto Satan, Whence comest thou? So where are you from? Then Satan answered Yahweh and said, From going to and fro in the earth and from walking up and down in it. So all this crap that they teach you in church, Satan is fighting with the Most High and all that, is bullshit. No, Satan needs to obey to Yahweh. The scripture said, I don't from the top of my dome, I can't remember exactly where it is, but I know the scripture said that even the angels are trembling in the presence of the Most High Yahweh. He's the one that is full in control, you know. Not even a bird, not even a insect. An insect can die without permission from the Most High. I think yeah. So let me see. Let me see, what do I got here. So yeah, like I say, you know, so it's very important to have the patience, especially now in this time that we are now, because we are so close to the end. You know, we are so close to receive that new body, to receive that spiritual powers, to get your revenge, see all those that hate you suffer. You know, and that's a beautiful thing to look forward to. And but the thing is, you know, so and of course, you know, it's a hard a battle. It's difficult because it's a daily battle against your flesh. You know, to stay spiritual. These demons be poking you, especially these days, man. These demons be poking you, try to fuck you up, get you angry. So this is the book of Galatians. Let me see, chapter 5, verse verse 16. This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh, and these are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would. Yeah. That's why every day we fuck up. You know, now we got the Day of Atonement coming up, you know. Sunday sundown till Monday sundown. You know, so you're gonna. That's a good moment. You know, of course, every day is you basically is good. At the end of the day, just examine yourself. You know, it should be a daily thing. You know, because we will go off. You will do some shit that you be like, yeah, I shouldn't have done that. You know, that's it. The flesh is weak, but nevertheless, we try our best to better ourselves. You know, but the scripture also explains of, you know, our righteousness is as filthy rags. We will make mistakes, you know. Yeah, we will do that. But yeah, nevertheless, you try to better yourself, you know. So let me see. Uh, 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 mm, Let me see. Oh yeah, like I said, you know, we are close to the end, and let me read this scripture. This is the book of First Corinthians, chapter 15 and verse 51. Mm, 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 mm. Well, let me start at verse 50. Now this I say, brethren, that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of Yahweh by Sham Yahushai, neither does corruption inherit incorruption. Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. Yeah, the elect, we're gonna receive that new body. Some of us not even gonna taste the second death. Some of the elect gonna be beheaded for the name of Yahweh by Sham Yahushai. Nevertheless, we need to keep faith until death. Even if death is waiting for you, the Most High will take your spirit out of that body. So when they cut your head off or shoot you down or with the guillotine or whatever they do, before they touch you, the spirit's gonna be out of that body. And the Most High, don't forget, with the Most High, nothing is impossible. Yahweh Shai will say it to his disciple. With my Father, nothing is impossible. And that's it. That's true. We don't know what the Most High got in store, and maybe He just make your. Let's say they tie you up and they put you under the guillotine. They're ready. The knife drop. Maybe the Most High make your neck so strong that the knife breaks on your neck. We don't know, man. We don't know, but what I know is that everything is possible with the Most High. Nothing is impossible. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the least of the trump, Slakia. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, I was a little bit excited. At the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the deaf shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. Yeah, that new body, spiritual powers. For this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. So when this corruptible shall have put on incorruption, and this mortal shall have put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, death is swallowed up in victory. Yeah. And that's a beautiful thing to look forward to. You got to realize that, man. Being immortal, get that new body, spiritual powers, man. Get revenge on your enemies. Those are very beautiful things to look forward to, man. Man, I can't wait for those things, man. Tell you, I cannot wait for those things. Let me see. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 40, verse 28. Hast thou not known, hast thou not heard, that the everlasting power, Yahweh, the creator of the ends of the earth, fainteth not, neither is weary. There is no searching of his understanding. Yeah, the Most High is everything. He giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might, he increaseth strength. Even the youth shall faint and be weary, and the young man shall utterly fall. But they that wait upon Yahweh Basham Yahushai shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles, meaning fly. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. Spiritual powers, infinity energy. So and getting revenge on everybody, man. All these nations, our own people. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, verse 20. Thou art my battle axe and my weapons of war, for with thee will I break in peace the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms. And all your nations gonna get it, man. Of course, Esau is our, I said it, a number one target, our head target, or however you want to call it. But all your nations gonna get it because all y'all did shit against the children of Israel. So all y'all gonna get. Let me see. Is it First Maccabees if I'm correct? Let me check it out for a moment. Yes. So this is the book of First Maccabees, chapter 2, verse 10. What nation had not a part in the kingdom and gotten of her spoils? Whether they had us in captivity or they only were profiting for us, because that's also what they do until this day. taking advantage of our people, and they still do a lot of shit. And of course, nobody pairs being innocent. But look what they were doing in Spain for like a month ago or something. All those refugees, the majority of them from the west coast of Africa, they were beating them and tied them up, beat them to death, just for fun. In Syria, a lot of so-called West Africans, Jacob's descendants, being sold into slavery, beaten to death, all kinds of shit. What they like to do, and they're gonna pay for it. And like I said, nobody's perish being innocent. But on that moment, for that, look, man, we know things got to go. It got something to do with reincarnation or whatever, or maybe in that same life, the person had done some evil, some wicked shit. But let's say it's in the past life. But even without that, those Arabs, Ishmaelites and stuff, they don't know what the Jake has been doing before they capture him. They just start torturing him, for fun. They hate us. All those motherfuckers hate us, man. All those heathens hate us. Of course, all the females they don't hate us. A lot of them they like Jake, but concerning the men they hate us, man. And that's why we're gonna beat them down. They're all gonna be in submission. They're gonna be under the children of Israel. Yeah, man, it's gonna be very beautiful, and we are very close to that end, man. We are very close to that very beautiful life. So let me see. I think, yeah, man. Let me see. This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 3, verse 8. Therefore wait ye upon me, said Yahweh, Basham Yahushai, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, yeah, all of y'all, that I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them mine indignation. And indignation is righteous anger, even all my fierce anger. So anger is being mentioned a couple of times. For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. Yeah. So people gonna be burned down, beat into submission, man. So that's a beautiful thing to look forward to. So Slaki, so what we need to do, or what you need to do, come back to Yahweh Basham Yahushai and try to serve him to the best of your ability. So yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it like that. Yeah, man. So what I want to say is, the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 19. In your patience possess ye your soul. Patience endure. Oh yeah. Let me see. Is it Second Timothy or something? Let's see. First Timothy. No, I think Second Timothy. That's a very beautiful scripture to end it. Oh yeah, first this one. Second Timothy chapter 1 verse 7. For Yahweh had not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of a sound mind. Yeah, the elect gonna understand this, and how you say that? They're not gonna be afraid. Be faithful until death, man. And of course, it's easy said because the scripture in in the book of Peter's, Second Peter's, if I'm correct. No, First Peter's, I think. Let me look real quick because the elect shall scarcely gonna be saved. It's the book of First Peter's, yeah. Let me jump to the point real quick. So this is the book of First Peter, chapter 4, verse 18. And if the righteous scarcely be saved, so that means barely gonna make it, gonna be in doubt if they did enough for Yahweh Basham Yahushai, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? So the elect already scarcely gonna be saved. So what about y'all who don't want to listen to Yahweh Basham Yahushai, who want to do whatever they feel like doing? So, and I think this is very beautiful scripture to end it with. So this is the book of Second Timothy, chapter 2 and verse 3. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Basham Slakia. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shai. So yeah, man, that's what we gotta do. And of course it's gonna be hard. You're gonna go through stuff. Demons gonna get stronger messing with you. Yeah. But this what it is, man. We have to endure, man. We close to the end, man. This is not the time to give up. So yeah, with that, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Basham Yahushai, Waruka Kudash, a double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace salutations to Yakim across the earth for doing this work in sincerity and truth. So with that, I'm gonna say Shalom.